So the Lagonas, here we are. AnnaMaria, tell us when you were the celebrity child, what you remember about that experience.
Hi John, it's great to be back with you guys. Yeah, that telethon was 26 years ago, and back in 1995, what I really remember is two things. One, there's always a tomorrow, and Kids Helping Kids from the character Captain Kiddo. Who can forget Age of Raycon Scene Tomorrow? A lot of wonderful actors and actresses who have come and gone, Clint Holmes, Eileen Graff, and so on and so forth. But, you know, being only 4.5 years old then, having, you know, been on the TV and discussed the first year, it was really more of a, okay, let's get to know you type of thing. And then over the years, I've been blessed to still be on the telethon with you guys and working with you.
Well, we're very blessed to have you, and I know now what I'd like to do, AnnaMaria, is maybe with the three-shot, Rich, you can introduce your family, and we'll talk to you around.
To my right is my mother, Maria. She is holding our pet dog, Oliver. To the back of me is my stepdad, or my dad, Doug.
And
Our last name is Eric now.
Okay. You know, then I won't.
And I'm still Lagona.
Got it. All right, so we won't use that part.
Thank you.
So Maria, explain to me AnnaMaria's situation when she was born and how it came to be that you connected with the Variety Club and Children's Hospital.
When AnnaMaria was born, she weighed 1.2 ounces. She was 11 inches long. And it was a very serious time. It was day by day, hour by hour at some point, sometimes. And 97 days later, she came home from the NICU from Children's, and she weighed 4.5 pounds then. And they told us when we left the hospital, treat her like you would any other kid. And she's my first kid. What do you mean? She goes, what? They said, well, if it's cold out and every kid is wearing a sweater, don't put her winter coat on. Put a sweater on her. Let her be what the other kids are doing. And as much as that was hard through the years, every time she had something that other kids had, the normal cold, she acted out like a little kid does. She acted like a toddler. I celebrated that because those were the things that made it normal, and it was going to be okay because she was doing that, those things. It's the other things that were hard, the things that she did that were different. But we were lucky to have help.
Like when I was 18 months old and we got kind of a devastating news that at the time my mom got an appointment with Dr. Rogers at 18 months, and Dr. Rogers said this will never hold her back, but I was diagnosed with mild diplegia cerebral palsy. Diplegia means it's affected on both sides, but it's the worst on my right side. Though Dr. Rogers, he was great, unfortunately he's not with us now, but I've seen him through the Robert Warner Rehab Center, through aquatherapy, just to be a patient, OT, PT,
Right.
you name it.
But then after that, it's all through Robert Warner, and after that you saw Dr. Azula. So we've always, till she got too old, and AnnaMaria left kicking and screaming when she got too old to see some of these people.
And that's through the doctor.
And crying too, because you relate such unemotional.
Yes.
And that's at the Dr. Robert Warner Rehab Center. All of these therapies
Yes.
that you
Everything.
experience.
Everything. From the get-go, when therapists and teachers would come out from the former early child program, which was connected through Robert Warner.
So let's flash forward, AnnaMaria. What are you doing now? What are your interests? I know you're active on social media. You're active in sports.
Very much so. Thank you. I am still active. I went to Niagara County Community College. I have an associate degree with concentrations in disability studies, nutrition, and fitness. It was accidental in a way because I always wanted to be like a personal trainer, like some of my favorite personal trainers, Jillian Michaels from The Biggest Loser, if you will, or the Olympics that are going on.
Cut it short.
Yeah. No, that's okay.
We'll do that?
edit it,
Okay.
yeah. No, it's good. It's good. And tell us about the sports program.
CAPS was originally, and still is, founded by Ron Hoagie, and we started out with baseball. When it was my telethon year in '95, Mom pitched the idea to the Variety women and the tent, and they continued to support me through our baseball games, hot shots, and give me funding through them. And you see it. I was there just this past week for floor hockey, and you see it's not about how many how many points are on the scoreboard, or, oh yes, this athlete just ran to second base. It's not what's on the scoreboard or the stats. Chaos is measured differently. I think one of the most things Coach John has taught me is to not look at the word dis, look at the word able. And I really believe that's one of the things that Variety has taught me too. I'm now back at work. I've been working for 3 years now at a part-time job, actually right here in my neighborhood, John. Fitness Ability at the local gym that works with all the abilities. I have a wonderful boss you might remember in years gone by, Jocelyn Bio. She's wonderful. Not only has she adapted to my needs, but I'm now instructing 2 courses at the gym, even though we're still renovating because of COVID.
You're very active, AnnaMaria, and Maria, you're active too in Variety Club, so
Yes.
you've stayed in touch. Because I would suspect it's safe to say that for the whole family, being involved in Variety was a life-changing moment all those years ago, and it still
Yes.
is to this
It
day.
has been part of our lives, and once I met Doug, it was part of his life too. It's, you know, we took seriously when they said you're part of the Variety family, and that has not changed over the years. We're very, very lucky.
I'm very lucky to still have Variety in my life and to show them that my hope is through this story and the stories that I have in the past is that you can, when you have that less than pound child in the hospital in the NICU and those tense moments of wondering if they're gonna take their first breath or move their hand. You know, what I want to say to them is, I was there, maybe not as small like that. I was there, I walked through them, so yes, you will walk. Yes, maybe not perfectly, maybe not a perfect gait, but you can get a job in a gym that you love, and it's just such, I wish I could take you through the gym, John, because it's amazing. I do a Zumba class for 30 minutes.
She's a certified instructor.
Zumba instructor given to me by my boss when we were in the worst of COVID, which was the last 2 years ago. And then as soon as my boss took me on after the interview, like that, it just was, I know she hit me, I remember calling you on the phone
Let me tell you one thing,
saying that, Mom, I'm gonna instruct. She's like, what?
Yeah.
What?
But one of the biggest moments came, John, it was 2 years ago, and her gym was doing an event downtown at the Down syndrome event, and they were there
still
to,
actually today too.
they were there just to support the event and to show that they did work with all different abilities. And it was, her boss handed AnnaMaria the mic, and here we are with all these people outside downtown, and AnnaMaria gets on the mic. I'm thinking, what is she going to say? You know, I didn't think she was going to say. She goes, "Hi, I'm AnnaMaria, and I was born weighing 1 pound 2 ounces at Children's Hospital, and if I could do it, you can." I can't say anything else than that.
And I think I'll shed on that back to this year, John. We had the event, even though covering back from the pandemic. Honestly, it was just Jocelyn and I doing our Zumba thing, and I was like, Mom, I'm a little nervous going up from the first time. There was two times going up. And Jocelyn said, just do what you do, girl. Just do what you do. Just do what you are, sister. And I did. I did actually do a full Zumba with her routine. And that was the first time I was out in public since then.
Well, AnnaMaria, as I said, you've been inspiring. I want to redirect a little bit because you said something and I want to make sure we get it just right. Talk a little bit about how you would speak to somebody, whether it's a family or a child who's challenged, about the journey that they might be facing and what they will see on the positive side, on the outcome, based on what you've done.
I want to be honest with you. I'm no fortune teller or know any predictions. I can only tell you what we've experienced as a family. But when you're at Oshai or any of the following services that Variety Club supports, I know those moments will be scary. My mom has said that. My dad has said that. But think of those moments as just moments. Then when you're a child, when you take your child home, I remember this from the video, Mom was in ball. She's like, oh no, she's asleep. I'm actually holding my child on the way home and she's asleep in the car, like a normal preemie would, or normal baby. You know, there are moments, they may come different for us, but what I want everyone to know is, don't be afraid to come up to us. We're just as the same as every able body that you see. And that's what I want to bring to the focus. We may look different physically, but we're still the same. I want to also express that I talked about it tomorrow and days getting better. Those tomorrow days may be far from short, from long-term goals, but you'll see them. You'll definitely see them. I can tell you, there are some times, Mom, where I don't feel like I see it tomorrow. And that's normal, Mom said. You're a human being. You know, when I instruct, and I instruct challenged and also able bodies, and I can say it very clearly, when I instruct my aide and my friend Maria Lagona, who takes me to my classes to instruct for the Zumba, he said, you know what, Anna? I said, what? What, Mary? I'm really sweating. I got a good workout. I said, well, good. That means I did my job. And you know, I truly believe, going back history of my prior history, I don't know if you remember the therapist Elizabeth Van Sally's. She and I still connect, and I really remember this. She said to me and to my mom, one of these days, your daughter's going to be an athlete, and then go.
Because she always wanted to. She always talked about she loves sports and all
I
that.
I always asked Elizabeth, oh, why? Why this muscle? What does this do? So you can tell, even when I was 4.5, I was like interested in the body, wanted to know. And now it's just a dream that I'm graduated from college, you know, got the Shea Memorial Scholarship from Variety Club. Yet another way Variety has helped me through my life. Variety has always been a organization, like you, John, as well, always been there to hold us in good times, in bad times, and in happy times too. So for 60th year, your diamond year of Variety Club, I want to say thank you to you. Thank you for giving us, a family,
That's right.
their child, even though she worked for her job in CAPS for 3 years, something, job searching, to get this job that she loves. And she doesn't feel like she has to go and prove anything or say like, I can just go to work. I can just be me. No one looks at me differently. And that's what, you know, John, just to throw a statistic out there before we leave, there are only, in the US, 3 Zumba instructors with mild TP. In the world, there's probably 4 with a disability, including me. As a silver sneaker instructor, I can't tell you because there's too many silver sneakers instructors.
Well, it's been inspiring to see you and get to know you again
It's good
and
to see you.
reconnect. So thank you for sharing your time. And Doug, thank you.
You're welcome.
And Oliver. You know,
Thank you, John,
you're welcome.
and everyone for coming out.
When we talk about CAPS and how much we've been involved, one thing that comes to mind, and it's a picture that I actually keep in my wallet, it's a picture of AnnaMaria playing baseball, and she's in the field, and she's there with her walker. She needs her walker when she plays baseball. But she put her walker aside, and she got down on the ground to help tie somebody's sneaker. And I thought, first of all, what is she doing? What, did she fall? What happened? And I saw her tying this kid's sneaker, and I couldn't believe it was my daughter, and she could do that.
Yeah. Wow.
I just really want to say thank you to my family. I want to say thank you to my extended family, my Uncle Joe, my aunt, and all the really doctors who are going to be there watching this. I have to really, really plug in CAPS. CAPS stands for, did we get this, John? CAPS stands for Challenge Athletes Participating in Sports. I have to say thank you, CAPS, especially during this time for keeping us moving. And I have to also bring into the picture, real quickly, my aide, Maria Lagona, and Fitness Ability. Mary has been working with me, finding new job with job coaches. How many times, Mom, has Mary gone through flashcards with me because I'm a visual learner? And seeing something.
All through COVID, that's all we heard from the office room is Zumba music, Mary helping her, doing cards, doing pictures, and they still do that. And getting her ready to work, and that's great.